Find the derivative of y equals cosecant of x squared over x squared plus 9. So y here's the trig function cosecant of an entire expression which itself is a quotient, which means that when we take the derivative, we're going to start with the derivative of the cosecant. So the derivative of y prime or dy dx. We'll start with that derivative of the cosecant. Derivative of cosecant is negative cosecant cotangent. Now you leave the inside alone for each of those, and each of those will have the same inside. And then you multiply by the derivative of the inside to complete the chain rule. Well, the inside of the trig function up here is a quotient, and therefore the derivative of the inside will follow the quotient rule. And we start with the derivative of the numerator, which is a 2x times the denominator left alone, minus the numerator left alone times the derivative of the denominator, and then the entire thing divided by the denominator quantity squared. So y prime, or dy dx, equals to negative cosecant of x squared over x squared plus 9 times the cotangent of x squared over x squared plus 9 times, now what I'm going to do is distribute this 2x in here. That will give me a 2x cubed plus an 18x, and then minus a 2x cubed when I multiply these terms all over the denominator quantity squared. And I can combine like terms together in the numerator of the square brackets, so I have a 2x cubed and a negative 2x cubed. Those actually cancel, and I have an 18x. There's what's left over. Now, it's customary to write power functions before trig, so I'm going to move that expression to the front. There's already a negative up there, and that negative will just sit in front of that expression. So that means I will have negative 18x over x squared plus 9 squared cosecant of x squared over x squared plus 9 times cotangent of x squared over x squared plus 9. So there's one way to write that derivative. There's one other way we may write this, because that cosecant and that cotangent are technically in the numerator multiplying with that 18x, and we can write it that way over that denominator of x squared plus 9 quantity squared. That's an alternate way to write it. Either one is correct. So I have that version I just wrote, and then here's the other version of it, just in case you see it written this way. Negative 18x cosecant of x squared over x squared plus 9 times cotangent of x squared over x squared plus 9, and the entire thing divided by negative the x squared plus 9 quantity squared. And the negative can go either to the numerator or denominator, or just sit in front of it. The overall expression is negative. There's two different ways to write the derivative y prime or dy dx.